Let's just jump right into it. Today, in this explainer, we're taking a truly beautiful journey to uncover a profound spiritual secret, and it's actually hidden right inside a simple children's game. We're looking at an animated tale about playing with, well, the ultimate friend. So whether you're deeply spiritual or honestly just looking for a tiny bit of peace in this hectic world, the concepts we're mapping out today, they are absolutely powerful.
But first, I want you to start by asking yourself this quick thought experiment. Seriously, think about it. Where would you hide if you were God? Right? If you literally had the entire universe, all of time, and all of boundless space at your absolute disposal, and you wanted to remain completely hidden from humanity, where is the ultimate hiding spot? Okay, let's dive into this, because the answer lies right at the heart of the story we're unpacking today.
Chapter 1, The Divine Game. So imagine a super vibrant, joyful scene. You've got a group of playful kids deeply engrossed in a game of chupan-chupai. You know, the classic game of hide and seek. But they aren't playing with just anyone. Their playmate is the divine. It's this energetic, laughing, completely breathless scramble as the kids run around trying to find the absolute best hiding spots they can possibly imagine.
Now, in the original rules of this cosmic game, the children do all the hiding. They're crouching quietly behind massive rocks. They're tucking themselves into the thick branches of trees, huddling silently behind dense bushes. They are trying not to move a single muscle. But there's a catch. The divine always finds them, and not just eventually, instantly. And every single time they're found, it isn't with some booming, scary voice. No, it's a voice just overflowing with pure love and radiant light. Now, as beautiful as that sounds, from the perspective of a kid trying to win a game of hide and seek, it gets a little annoying. The game is over entirely too quickly.
And this brilliantly illustrates a massive philosophical metaphor. Notice the stark contrast here. When the divine seeks us out, there is absolutely no barrier. The connection is instantaneous, it's bathed in warmth and light. But as we're about to see, when the roles are reversed and humanity tries to do the seeking, we are entirely lost. We literally have no idea where to even begin looking.
Chapter 2, Changing the Rules. Totally frustrated by losing so quickly all the time, the kids decide it's time to flip the script. They declare that it just isn't fair. They're trying their absolute best, but the game always ends in a flash. So they change the rules. They look at the divine and say, "Now it's our turn to seek. You have to hide from us." And in that single, playful moment, the dynamic of the entire universe shifts.
The divine accepts their challenge with this gentle, kind of knowing smile. But right before vanishing, the divine gives them a very subtle hint, whispering softly, "I will hide where you won't look." It's this moment of pure suspense. The children cover their eyes tightly. They start counting out loud, their little voices ringing with excitement, totally unaware of the monumental task they've just taken on. Ready or not, here they come.
Chapter 3, The Outward Search. The children immediately launch into an intense, totally frantic search. They're looking up, they're looking down, looking all around. This directly represents humanity's outward search for meaning, for peace, and for the divine. You see, we burst into the world with boundless energy, absolutely convinced that whatever we're looking for, whether that's God, happiness, or deep fulfillment, is somewhere out there, just waiting to be uncovered.
Following their journey, the search really intensifies. First, they scale the massive mountains. Surely the divine built a home up in the sky, right? Nothing. Next, they plunge into the deepest jungles, inspecting every single rustling leaf. Still nothing. Weeks pass, and they descend into endless dark caves, guided only by the flickering light of a tiny lantern. They eventually trek across vast deserts until their shoes literally wear completely through the soles. This perfectly captures the restless human condition. We are constantly hoping the divine is just around the next physical corner. Chapter 4, Exhaustion and Stillness. But, as you can guess, the outward search eventually takes its toll. The frantic pacing stops. The once energetic children are now utterly depleted. The vibrant colors of their quest fade into this long, lonely night of the soul. They're plagued by a really haunting question. Is this game ever going to end? A profound fatigue sets in. They feel separated from their ultimate friend, wandering around in a seemingly empty, silent universe.
Finally, they hit their breaking point. The climax of their exhaustion arrives. Beaten down by the sheer vastness of the world, they throw their hands up and cry out into the void, "We lost, we give up, just tell us where you are." It is the absolute ultimate moment of surrender. They've exhausted every external avenue, every single physical location, and honestly, every ounce of their own willpower.
Now, what's really interesting here is the sudden sheer emptiness. The visual minimalism we're looking at directly mirrors the command they receive. Out of the void, a voice speaks. It doesn't give them map coordinates. It doesn't point to a distant star. It simply says, be still. Or in Hindi, sthir ho jao. Stop running. Stop searching the mountains and the deserts. Just stop and listen.
Chapter 5. The Inner Secret. As the children finally quiet themselves, freezing their restless bodies and calming their racing minds, they hear it. It's not some booming thunderclap rolling down from the clouds. It is a sweet, melodious voice, ringing as clear and beautiful as a bell. The Supreme Friend is finally ready to reveal the ultimate hiding spot.
The voice gently explains, I am closer than close. I am not near and I am not far. Wherever you go, I am present inside you. The divine kept the promise, right? I will hide where you won't look. And humanity, in all of its adventurous, frantic seeking, never wants things to look inward. We search the entire physical universe, completely overlooking the one place we never thought to check, our own very core.
This revelation completely shatters their understanding of the world. The children are left stunned, utterly flabbergasted. Inside me, they wonder? And that leads to the most profound philosophical question of all. Wait, if the Supreme Divine is living inside of me, then who am I? What am I? So the crucial point is that as this fundamental truth finally clicks into place, all of their exhaustion just vanishes. It's instantly replaced by a sudden, overwhelming wave of immense joy. The search is finally over.
And the realization doesn't stop with just themselves. As the children look around at each other, the ultimate truth dawns on them. If the divine is inside me, well then it's inside you too. The divine isn't some distant figure sitting up in the clouds. The divine is pure love, residing at the absolute center of every single living being. Inside you, and inside me too. It is the invisible thread that connects all of us perfectly together.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. If you truly internalize this secret, if you realize the divine is not hiding on some snowy mountaintop, but is actually present within you, and within the person sitting right next to you, and the stranger you pass on the street, how does that change the way you treat yourself today? How does it change the way you treat others? Take a moment to just be still with that thought. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I really hope you carry this beautiful inner light with you until next time.